Hello, my dear students. Students, nowadays we have started our history second chapter, New Kings and Kingdoms. I know that you all are like the stories of the kings. And even in this chapter, we have studied about the two topics of the king's stories, the emergence of new dynasties and the administration in the kingdoms. Even we have studied the different types of taxes which were collected by the kings to fulfill their own requirements. As you know, the kings were become very rich due to the tax collections. So now what they have done with these taxes? In our previous video, I told you that whatever the kings were doing, that is just for the show off. So in the same way, they have started to grant some lands. And why they have started these things? Let's see in our today's topic, prashastis and land grants. Here a word is there, prashasti. What is the meaning of prashasti? The meaning of prashasti is commendation, means किसी की प्रशंसा करना. In that period, prashastis contained details which may not necessarily be literally true. मतलब वो सच्ची नहीं होती थी. They tell us the way the rulers wanted to depict themselves. For example, as great achievers, victorious, fearless, etc. Brahmins composed the prashastis who occasionally helped in the administration also. Means after listening that the people were believing on their kings. राजा की प्रशंसा सुनने के बाद लोग उस पर विश्वास भी करते थे. That means to say the prashastis were the important part to administrate and rule over the kingdoms. And if the kings liked the prashastis, they gave land as gift to the Brahmins with record of it on copper plates as you are seeing in your screen. There were many famous prashasti writers, but Kalhan was a famous writer who wrote a long Sanskrit poem which name is Raj Tarangini. The meaning of Raj Tarangini is the river of kings. On kings of Kashmir by using variety of sources such as inscription, documents, eyewitnesses, accounts and earlier histories. He was usually critical about rulers and their policies. The kings were not giving only land, they were giving some more things with that. What the things were? The kings were giving them the woven clothes, the vehicles, the taxes, and many more things with the land. So student, I hope you understood the topic prashasti. Now let's move towards to our next topic, warfare for wealth. So what is the meaning of warfare? The meaning of warfare is methods of fighting a war or types of war. If the warfare is also a type of war, so what is the difference between war and warfare? War should be understood as an actual and widespread armed conflict between political communities. And warfare is referred to the common activities and characteristics of type of war. Means to say, in the warfare, the army is just practicing for the war. In the medieval period, the warfare is also a kind of show-off. Each of the ruling dynasties were based in a specific region, but they tried to show their power in the following manners. They were trying to control other areas. All the rulers tried to conquer and control other areas. A very sought after area was the city of Kannauj in the Ganga Valley. They want to build large temples. Building large temples was another way of showing power by rulers. Hence, when they attacked each other's kingdom, they often targeted large temples which were also extremely rich. There was a king who engaged in warfare named Sultan Muhammad of Ghazni, Afghanistan. The period of his rule was from 997 to 1030 and his control extended over parts of Central Asia, Iran and northwestern part of the subcontinent. Almost every year he raided the subcontinent, mainly targeting wealthy temples as I told you earlier. One of such temples he raided is that of Somnath Temple, Gujarat. He used the wealth he plundered to create a splendid capital city of Ghazni. Since he was interested in knowing more about the people he conquered, he entrusted a scholar named Al-Baruni to write an account of the subcontinent. His Arabic work called Kitab al-Hind is still an important source for historians. To prepare this account, he consulted Sanskrit scholars. The other kings, those were involved in warfare for wealth, were the Chahmanas, later known Chauhanas. They ruled over the region of Delhi and Ajmer. Their attempt to expand their territories in the west and the east was opposed by the Chalukyas of Gujarat and the Gahadwalas of western Uttar Pradesh. Prithviraj III, who ruled during the period 1168 and 1192, was the best known Chahmana ruler. He defeated an Afghan ruler, Sultan Muhammad Ghori, in 1191, but he lost to him the next year. So, here we can say the kings were practicing for the warfare to become more rich and wealthy. So, here I am having few questions for you which you have to do in your notebooks. Number 1. What do you understand by the prashastis? Number 2. In which year Prithviraj III defeated Sultan Muhammad Ghori? Number 3. Who was the author of Kitab ul-Hind? Number 4. Kalhana belongs to which place? And the number 5. Name the place where the temple of Somnath is located. So here today's topic is complete. We will study more about this chapter in our next video. So till then, keep watching SST Zone.